What's up, everybody? So today I decided to do a video on, like, this question is like a common question I get a lot sometimes. Like when I was in school, everyone used to ask, and like I used to just not feel like talking about it because it's not something that you just walk around talking about, and it's not something that you just feel comfortable talking about. So the question was like, how did you lose your mom? My mom died, passed away when I was 3, I say 2 or 3, one of those. Yeah, I was very young, so remembering things wasn't, really like possible to remember everything that happened. But stories that you have been told always bring up little things you remember, or stories you've been told always, like, that's what you go based off of. Like, you go based off what people tell you what happened, not actually physically seeing it or being so young to know or to remember what happened actually. So the things that I've always been told was that one day something happened with her gallbladder, and she went to the hospital. It was that night. They had surgery on her. For some reason, I never knew the reason, what was wrong with the gallbladder, what happened, but something had went wrong with her gallbladder, and they went to have surgery on it when surgery wasn't needed. So that night, the hospital called, and my aunt, my uncle, and some more people went to the hospital to see what happened. And I remember we was all at home sitting, and they got the call, and they left me and my brothers at home because they didn't want us to go. So they left us at home and came back, and she was gone. That's the only thing I remember. I do remember them telling us we can't go to the hospital. That's the only thing I remember. I don't remember anything else. But yeah, ever since then, I mean, it haven't been the best life, but I mean, God put us in a situation where we were taken care of, and my aunt stepped in as a mother figure to all of us, which I appreciate. And my grandmother, they took us in, and my uncle, they took us in and treated us like we were their own. Yeah, it was hard growing up without a mother. Mother's Day is the worst day ever for me. And her birthday, which is about to come up in September, is also one of the worst days. Everybody say I look just like her. I don't see it, and I'll put a picture in so y'all can see. But I don't see it. I don't see that we look alike. But everybody always say, if we out in public, people will be like, people will think I'm her, and they'll be like, no, that's her daughter. Be like, oh my gosh, it's so scary how much you look like her. But everything happens for a reason. And she got pregnant with me at 16. And she had my brother. We back to back. And my other brother, my youngest brother, we 3 years apart. And she had just had my youngest brother. He was born in November. She passed away in March. So he was only a couple months old, and he never ever got to know who his mother was. So it was kind of hard growing up. So I had to take the place of, making sure they're on the right track, making sure they're doing everything. Even in elementary school, I always was by their side. Like, we always was by each other's side. I used to make sure they get to class before I went to class. Like, I used to walk them to class, make sure they got on the bus. We used to always stick together. And, like, things haven't changed. We're still close, we're still tight. Yeah, we fuss and fight, but that's what brothers and sisters do. Yeah, so it's like hard for him growing up. So, because he never even got to, as a baby, you can't see or you don't remember anything from being a newborn or being 1 year old. You don't remember stuff like that. It's just sometimes everything in life seems so hard. I just wish I knew her longer. I just wish, every time I think about it, I just wish like I can bring her back. But I know you don't supposed to question God, but I always ask why. Why us? Why certain things, why things had to happen the way it did, but everything happens for a reason, like I said. And I'm so proud to be a mother. I love my baby with all my heart. Like, I'm so stingy with her. I don't let her go nowhere out of my sight. Like, I always want to be around her 24/7. And yeah, a lot of people text me on Instagram and say, you have your replacement for your mother. And I feel like that's true, because she's like the stitches to where my heart had broke, Like, I have someone I can cope with. Like, even though she's my daughter, she's younger than me, she don't understand, but she still is that stronghold in me that keeps me moving, that keeps me motivated. So yeah, that's how my mom passed away. I know a lot of y'all wonder, like, how. I can't really tell you how. I wish I could, but I can only tell you the stories that I've heard. And that's the story that I heard. Like, the doctors wasn't supposed to do something that they did and caused her to leave. But I know everything works out for the best and the good. So, with that being said, I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back with another video.